Luke Floria has a hamstring injury, and then Lamarian James is in the concussion protocol. On the game itself, really, really pleased with the effort all night. I thought our guys were flying around. I thought they were competing at an extremely high level, offense, defense, special teams. It was really fun to watch those guys throughout the night. Really 60 minutes worth of outstanding effort. Uh, Finishing +2, very, very big deal. You're going to win a lot of football games if you finish +2 in the turnover margin. So we highlighted that with the team today, and we will continue to highlight that, just understanding how important that is in the course of a football game. So a lot of work to do. We're certainly not there, but the guys are have that right mentality that we'll just keep our head down, keep working, and then we'll head to Philly on Tuesday, get a couple practices versus the Eagles on Wednesday and Thursday, play them Saturday. But another really important block for our football team as we continue to stack these days and try to get better one day at a time. But with that, I'll take any questions.
All right, first we'll go to Chris.
Hey Kevin, wanted to ask you, obviously with Shador and and having an opportunity to kind of go back and look over it. What was the thing that most pleased you about his performance last night, and what was it that you feel like it was the area that maybe at first glance looks good, but is something he still needs to kind of fix.
Well, I think you could say this about every player on the field, Chris. It's never perfect. There's so many things that we can do better. And that's the challenge in this building right now as these guys are watching the tape. Whether you got the rep, whether you played in this game, played a quarter, played the whole game, we all have to learn from these plays and get better. I think there's so many really, really good teaching moments on this tape. But I think big picture for Shador and our quarterbacks, that position, taking care of the football. I think zero giveaways from our offense is a very big deal and goes a very long way, like we talked about, to winning and losing football games.
Thanks.
All right, next we'll go to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Kevin, just wondering, in light of Shador's performance, I know we touched on this a little bit last night, but with you guys heading to Philly this week and the other guys perhaps still suffering a little bit from their hamstring injuries, do you think Shador might get a little bit of a bump and see some of those first reps with your starting offense in Philly?
Yeah, I'm not. We need to get through the next couple of days from an injury standpoint, Mary Kay, and see where everybody is. I'm really focused on all of our quarterbacks' development and every single one of these reps, like they are last night, how important they are. So that's what I'm focused on more than anything, Mary Kay.
Can I just ask a real quick follow-up on that?
Sure.
Will Dylan and Kenny be able to do any more than they were able to do in Carolina?
Yeah, good question. We'll see. I'll know more over the next couple of days.
All right, thanks.
All right, next we'll go to Joe.
Kevin, as far as the offense and the 50 plus snaps with Shador, were you able to call the game and give him a nice cross section of plays that you were hoping to at the beginning? Look like plenty of red zone, plenty of third and longs. It seemed like it kind of got to see almost all scenarios that you wanted to with them.
Yeah, even got a backed up situation there, Joe. A couple backed up situations where I think we're inside the 10-yard line, and those are great for our football team. I think the other thing in these preseason games, with really both sides, you don't want to show much, as we know, but also you want to put your players in positions where you can evaluate them. So you want to get the screen game going to the running backs and a screen to the wide receivers, and you want to try different route combinations for guys to show what they can do. Different run schemes. We had wide zone, tight zone, gap schemes. We kind of did it all last night, including a jet sweep to Gage for the touchdown. So you're trying to uh, we want to win because they're keeping score. So you ultimately, that's of course you want to do that, but you also want to vary your run types, vary your pass types, so you're learning more about each one of your players.
Okay, thanks.
All right, next we'll go to Ashley.
Hey, Kevin, just, looking at the work Shador had gotten going into this game and then how he performed and talked about, the moment not feeling too big for him and he was able to produce, like, how do you interpret, evaluate what he did in the game itself, knowing the reps he had gotten in practice before that first preseason game?
Yeah, like we kind of talked about, I think we have a standard for that position and really every position, but certainly the quarterback position. There's a standard by which we play and how we play and how we operate and how we take care of the football and those type of things. So uh, there are things that Shador can clean up. He will clean up. But by and large, I thought the operation was really good. And that's important when you have different guys in there. There were some guys, playing for us that had recently gotten on campus, so getting them up to speed can be a challenge. But I think the guys did a really nice job, and I think it goes back to with Shador or any player. You're maximizing all of your time in the building. So it's of course it's game reps, of course it's practice reps, but it's also those reps after practice. It's also those meetings, and it's also the walkthroughs and the walkthrough room, et cetera, et cetera. All of that I think adds up, Ashley, to being able to participate, being able to have success in a game setting.